Hey Merfolk and Soulherder fans, I'm Joe. Thanks very much for joining me today. If you'd like to support my channel, please take a second and check the link above to my Patreon page. So I have a free hour or so. I thought I'd try to jam a live queue for you guys, get to see some more Soulherder gameplay. The list is the same as my other most recent uploads, except I just trimmed a single Watcher and a single Muldrifter. It reduces the blue count slightly for Force, but we've still got plenty of blue cards to pitch for Force of Negation. And with those two spots, I'm going to try out a single Blade Splicer. Now, I have tested with two of these guys in the main before. The reason I'm bringing it back is it was never really disappointing. It's always a pretty strong card. Once you ephemerate this thing once or twice, get a Soulherder on the board, start blinking it, it can be really hard for an opponent to sort of climb out of that hole. A bunch of 3/3 first striking golems is pretty threatening. And then in the other spot, a single Verdurous Gearhulk. It's pretty funny, when I bought this online a couple minutes ago, it was literally 2 cents on Magic Online. I don't know, it's just Mythics costing 2 cents is pretty nice. I love it. So anyhow, it's some beef we're going to add to the deck. The idea with Gearhulk is that, it comes in, you can put 4 counters in any way across your creatures. If you have 2 Ice Fang Coatls, you can make them both 3/3s. Make it hard for the opponent to block your flyers effectively, or you just make one big 5/5 if they have no flying blockers, and just get exalted from your hierarchs and maybe crack in for 8 or something with your Ice Fang. And then of course, if you blink the Gearhulk, you're getting 4 more counters. Blink it again, getting 4 more counters. So I've been thinking about ways to make our creatures stronger, beefier. So that single Blade Splicer, the Gearhulk. I was thinking for a while about trying Grafted Wargear. Now, you pay 3. The idea was to try it with Stoneforge Mystic, but I tried Stoneforge Mystic and really didn't like the fit. It's not really great value to blink because we tend to run only maybe 2 equipment. And once you get those 2 equipments, blinking Stoneforge doesn't really do anything at all. You don't really get repeated value. Wargear seemed cool because it would make one of our 1/1s into a 4/3. And then if it dies, you just equip it to another creature. A lot of our creatures are kind of redundant and disposable. So if we can turn a Coiling Oracle into a 4/3, smash in with it. If the opponent chumps, that's great. If they trade, that's great. We just get to strap the Wargear onto something else. But then somebody mentioned actually Rancor. I don't know if I have a copy of Rancor in my collection right now. I don't, but you guys know what Rancor does. +2/+0 gives trample. If it would go to the graveyard, it goes back to your hand. If it go to the graveyard from the battlefield. And it gives trample, which is important because Soulherder sometimes can be like a 10/10, but they just chump block it with a Mana Dork or something. But if it's 10/10 trample, then it's much harder for the opponent to deal with. But I don't know. It's something to test for another day. It seems good being able to just throw Rancor onto any of our creatures, push in for some trample damage. But for now, I think the Gearhulk seems like a sweet idea. Somebody mentioned Gearhulk a while ago, and I didn't really quite grasp the repeatability, the blink ability of that +1 counter effect. All right, so let's go ahead and try to jump into a queue here. Hopefully we'll get paired up pretty quickly. So yeah, I wanted to try Wargear. I still haven't tried that apart from with Stoneforge Mystic. I might bring it back sometime, give it a shot. All right, we won the die roll, so I would like to play first. And this is a beautiful hand. Hopefully don't just get steamrolled. And we get, some time to play this out. I think I might lead with Untapped Temple Garden into Hierarch, follow up with... Could just slam Soulherder on turn 2. Could alternatively get green and then blue-white as we need it. I might just cast a 2-drop on the next turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a basic forest. It'll also turn Death Touch on pretty fast with the Coatl. So let's see, forest, Hierarch, and let's go. Been trying to get faster with this deck. I actually played in solitaire mode a little bit. Chromatic Star is fine. I'm definitely not going to counter that. Opponent mulled to 6. I'm going to slam Soulherder now, I think. Just try to get my value engine online. I'll get that basic going out now. I don't think Tron's going to be able to... we're going to say yes. So now I have a keyboard shortcut for yes and no. So if this is a Sylvan Scrying, it's interesting. We might want to counter it. But we only have one value piece in our hand, and we need to start our engine. I'm gonna let that one go. I can't really pitch both of my cards right now. Opponent played a forest this turn, so we really need something good there. So let's hope for something good here. I'll go blue-green, like this. Knight of Autumn is solid, but awkward because I can't cast it right now. So we can go ahead and get one of these shocks onto the battlefield. Seems like blue might be more important. So we'll say no. And we'll go ahead and get in for 3. Going to get to blink this Ice Fang Coatl at end step. So hopefully we draw a blue card. There it is. Opponent's going to play their Urza's Power Plant. Oblivion Stone is going to get... Oh, you know what? We cancel that, and I'm just going to Knight of Autumn it next turn. Yeah. And then we have the counter for like Ugin or something like that. So at this point, the mana, we're going to have 5. We can only play 1 spell anyway. Although if we blink this and draw one of our 2-drops or something, like another Coatl, we can flash it in, or Ephemerate, so we want to leave white mana up. Not going to blink anything right now. So let's see, if I could play my fetch. That seems good, because then I can respond accordingly with whatever land. Go ahead, play out the Knight of Autumn using my untapped mana. I think I'll probably just use Noble Hierarch here. Okay, I'm going to destroy that. Thank you very much. Okay, getting in for 4. Soulherder is getting bigger and bigger. Hopefully we draw something nice with the blink on the Coatl. Path is sort of okay, I guess. It's particularly awesome if the opponent slams Wormcoil right now. Actually, an Eternal Witness would be amazing, so we could start to generate some value off of this, force. We can just keep looping it. Okay, opponent's going for Stirrings. I'm going to let that resolve, because we've got the path for a creature, we've got the force for non-creature. There's that tower, so that's fine. They're probably going to play it right now. Karn. Oh, if it's... Okay, there's Karn, so that's going to get countered. Okay, we're going to draw an Eternal Witness. I'm going to crack this, though. Probably get green-blue. Breeding Pool. We're going to say no. Love these keyboard shortcuts. Make my play snappier. Too many lands. So let's see. We can get in for 5, or we can get in for 7. 7 seems better than 5. All right, so if the opponent has Ugin, we're going to lose. But if they have a Wormcoil, we're going to win. Oh, actually, we do get some value here. We'll just blink the Coatl. Hope to draw into a force, I guess. Not a force. And not feeling good in this spot. We've done decently up to this point. Map. Crack the map means they can get another tower if they want, I guess. Oblivion Stone, and they can crack it, which is kind of annoying. All right. Jesus, we're drawing way too many lands. Okay. So we will just get in with the team, why not? They're going to wipe our board. So be it. Let's go ahead and run that out to thin our deck a bit. Noble Hierarch, go. So we didn't really overextend here. This is unfortunate. Walking Ballista, at least we can path that thing. It's going all in on Ballista, I'm sure. Unless it's Ulamog. Yeah, here's the Ballista. That's fine. Go to the end step. Path away. Yep, I'm going to go down to 14 and then 13 from my fetch. Although he might want the basic, so maybe I'll just go down to 15, and then he'll let me path exile it. Yeah, makes more sense. Okay, we've got all of our dual lands out already, so this is just fetching a basic. I'll go ahead and get another island. Oh, that's an unfortunate draw. We'll play this island and pass. I trimmed from 22 lands down to 21, and it's felt better, but we're still flooding like crazy. Where are my Eternal Witnesses? Sylvan Scrying. Gonna get a Blast Zone or something now. Maybe Sanctum? Yeah, there's a Blast Zone. Worm Coil. Okay, we've got 2 more paths. Time Warp is interesting. Might as well play one of our lands out. And now Eternal Witness. Oh, there's a Gearhulk. That's interesting. Well, you know, we'll do what we can. It's gonna be an 8/8. Is that right? Okie dokie. That's nice. That's the first time I've cast this card. But this guy's got Death Touch, so I'm probably not going to block. I don't know. What is happening here? It's going to put a couple counters on this thing. Okay, you got it, buddy. You know, we're dead at this point, basically. Tron is really hard, particularly in game 1. So I'm just going to F6 here. Not trying to represent anything. I don't know. Maybe I can slow roll a little bit. Expedition Map. You can put a lot of counters on Blast Zone. This is a 6, this is a 5. That's unfortunate. It'd be better if they were both 6s. She's going to go up to 12. If I had another Verdurous Gearhulk, I could add 4 more counters onto this thing. Okay, getting another land. What land could he get? A Sanctum, maybe, I guess. Yeah. Plays it. Passes. Lead Splicer. Alright, we are going to attack. Opponent is going to take 8, go down to 4, then go up to 10. Blade Splicer. Can't kill the token with Blast Zone. Maybe I can chump with Blade Splicer if I feel like it. I'm going to keep the planes in hand. You can add a bunch of tokens. You could probably get rid of this guy. That's 3. Maybe 4. No, he only needs to add 3. This is terrible, actually. He's going to kill my Gearhulk. Oh. So how do I win this game? I draw a path. If he gets in, he's gone up to 10. I'd love to be able to blink the Blade Splicer, so I think I'm going to take this for now. I'm going to pass and leave up, Blast Zone to kill the Gearhulk. Well, Oblivion Stone sort of seals the deal anyway, I guess. Coatl is sort of nice, but I think I'm just dead. When the Worm Coil splits, I'll go ahead and attack and make him crack it, I guess. Now, there's nothing I could draw to save anything in response to Oblivion Stone. So, we'll attack like that. The opponent will misclick or something. Okay. I guess I need to play the Coatl now. Try to draw something. You can see I'm sort of maintaining time parity with the opponent, not falling way behind like some people tend to do. Playing this deck, green-blue. I'm going to get wrecked by the Oblivion Stone, obviously. But I'm just trying to draw into something good. Like if I hit an Eternal Witness, there it is. But the opponent knows I have it. And I'm just dead to tokens anyway, right? So that's unfortunate. I didn't draw a single Eternal Witness until just now. The opponent, he's going to do his timing right. Oh, wait, all right, so he put that. But now if he wipes the board, I can't block. Be cool if you let me block, though. Nice. All right, well. Opponent's trying to time me out, I guess. I mean, that's his strategy. Well, this is ridiculous, because if the... And he let that resolve, so now he's going to lose his tokens? Oh, alright, so it's Ulamog now? Ulamog is indestructible. That's problematic. He still has enough mana. He doesn't have enough mana up. I could destroy this thing if I get Knight of Autumn back. Alright, blowing up these things. Oh, but now he gets to get another creature. That's really rough. Ah, Ballista. We're doing the best that we can. I can get Eternal Witness, blow up Oblivion Stone with Knight of Autumn. But it seems like the opponent, yeah, alright, he's going to get me. But this opponent might not be the best Tron opponent. I don't know. A little bit choppy, their play. So we're going to bring in another Knight of Autumn. We're going to bring in a Deputy of Detention. We're going to definitely bring in the 2 Disdainful Strokes. Celestial Purge hits red and black, so that's not really useful. Winds of Abandon, we just saw they had Wormcoil tokens and an Ulamog. But we're going to stick with Paths. I already got a main deck, Winds of Abandon. Veil of Summer, again, is blue and black, so that's useless. Spell Snare is only going to hit Ballista on 1, and Sylvan Scrying. I think everything else is like a 1-drop in their deck. So Spell Snare is going to stay in the sideboard. Collector Oof, for sure. Especially on the play, that card is going to be a blowout. And then we're going to trim, we're going to leave all our forces in, and thus leave in a bunch of blue cards. I didn't draw a single Ephemerate, and I didn't draw a single Eternal Witness till the end of the game. I can trim 1 Soulherder. They don't have a lot of creatures to block, so I'm going to trim 1 Ice Fang. Winds of Abandon, because they don't have a lot of creatures. Blade Splicer seems like decent pressure against them. Time Warp is a combo, so we have a chance to sort of cheese them out. Gear Hulk, almost kind of a Hail Mary there if the opponent didn't have like the Oblivion Stone. Kind of like the Gear Hulk here. It's not a non-bow with Collector Oof. So what am I trimming here? Watcher is good in this matchup. 3 Paths seems okay. I mean, we can go down to 2. It seems okay. They don't have a lot of creatures. We've got a Knight of Autumns to try to blow up like Walking Ballistas. So that's some additional creature hate. Ephemerate is amazing. I don't want to trim any of those. And we don't really want to cut too much on our 2-drops. Already trimmed 1 Soulherder. Muldrifter is good value. We brought in 2 counters with Disdainful Stroke, so maybe I can trim 1 Force. And I don't know. These are engine cards, like that get the value going. I like the 5 counter spells. Muldrifter is sick with Ephemerate, and I guess I don't know. I'll trim another Ice Fang, I guess. It's going down to 10. No, only 8 of these 2-drops. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'll trim one of those. Run it back. I would like to play first. Well, this has the 2-drop. It has lands and a 2-drop. We don't have a lot of Tron hate in hand. Deputy is decent. If they have a slow start out of the gate, we can like grab an Oblivion Stone. So we're gonna keep. Gonna run out our Misty and get. Nice that we have all 3 color basics here. we were playing against Blood Moon or something, that would be cool. Oh, you know, I really like the older arts better, but I decided to play with these ones because they have actually like colored titles, colored names, which is important when you're fetching. The screen that they show you is really small, so like see the Misty Rainforest, it's just like tan at the top, apart from the little blue. You can't see the green and blue at the scale that they show you, and that's how the old snowlands are. Is they have like a kind of grayish tan at the top. So I'll just get Temple Garden or something. Although casting, yeah, I guess we might want double blue. So I'll get Breeding Pool. Nope, 5. Okay, Watcher is pretty beautiful because now it's gonna let me go ahead. We might as well just get double green out. It's gonna let me dig for, you know, a Disdainful Stroke or Force of Negation. Coiling Oracle, the best that we got, so better than nothing. That's turn 2. We'll pass it to the opponent. I can witness back a land next turn, or if I draw into Ephemerate, I can Coatl into Ephemerate. Opponent's going to Sylvan Scrying. Getting a Power Plant. All right, so nothing to Deputy yet, but if they run their third land out and then Oblivion Stone, we can get that next turn. I'm not that excited about getting back a Misty Rainforest with Eternal Witness. I've got nothing to blink it with yet, but if I play it now and then draw into Soulherder, I can start getting value going, but at that point I still wouldn't have anything in the graveyard. So I think the play here might be to main phase the Coatl. That might inform which land I play. Although, yeah, if I go Coatl and then draw into a Hierarch, I can attack for more with the Watcher. Okay, so it's just another Coatl. So we're gonna thin the deck by playing Vista and swing for 2. I've been trying to get much better about when I play my Hierarchs. Like sometimes I'll just go to combat and play the Hierarchs in second main, and that's just terrible because you're just leaving damage, you know, in your hand. Expedition Map, gotta let it go. All right, we can get, I guess another white source would be fine. Only got 2 planes, so now they're both out of the deck at this point. Okay. Oh, you know what? That may have been unwise because if I expected to draw into, you know, I predicted I might draw into another. All right, I'm just gonna attack with these 2 guys. Saying I could have gotten a green or blue and then double spelled this turn. I guess I would have needed to get green, blue. Yeah, either green or blue, I guess. Let's see. If I got blue, it would have been green, blue, that would have been fine. Green also would have been fine. So here, I can't do anything about this Expedition Map. And if the opponent has Karn, I can Deputy it. But I kind of want to Oracle here because it can hit a land and then it can make a land drop. Opponent timing this Expedition Map super carefully. Okay, Ephemerate is sort of okay. We're only going to be able to do it once. Double blue. No reason yet to have. So now if the opponent targets something with Karn, I can Ephemerate and save it. Knowing that, though, that I have this with Oracle, opponent could choose to make me exile something from hand, for example. With Karn, assuming they have Karn. Now I have 2 paths in the deck if they have a Worm Coil. A couple Knights if they have a Ballista. Ancient Stirrings, we can't really do anything about that. Unfortunate that we got to dig with Watcher for tomorrow. and then, 2 other card drawing spells and still haven't hit any counter spells. Walking Ballista. So he's going to play that for what? Or he's going to play Karn. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so there's the Ballista. It's going to resolve. The first thing he tries to ping, I'm going to Ephemerate. Okay, looks like he's just going to sit back, which is sort of fine by me, I think, because I can Deputy, and then he can try to unload. Yeah, I think that's all right. And then I can start getting things back. Path is also pretty nice. So let's play our land. We Path. He's going to... or maybe Deputy is just better. And then we save Path for something bigger. So if I go Deputy and he just goes up to one of my creatures, Deputy is here, I can blink the creature. And then 1, 2, 3. It only leaves me with 1 mana. It's pretty rough. Though Deputy is a good answer to, to a resolved Planeswalker. So I think maybe I should just Path this thing, and then I can Deputy whatever comes later. Okay, if I Ephemerate, he'll go again on that. So say let this resolve. This is okay. Okay, so now you may want to get the land, right? So if I let this resolve, yeah, I'll let that resolve too, because let's see. So opponents are so afraid of Watcher. It's... So now we can witness back Path. Sort of the best we can do, I think. Leave up Ephemerate. Okay. And they dug last turn for the Ballista. So, what do they got? Okay, we sort of have to deal with this, I think. We could blink to try to get some value and then flash in a Codal next turn. I kind of like that, actually. What are they gonna... I keep saying Codal because that's how I was used to saying it, but I'm pretty certain it's actually Coatl at this point. The opponent's got a Blast Zone and an Oblivion Stone. Okay, they're going -3. I'm going to get this Oracle back. I think I'd like to Ephemerate and then during my upkeep. This is going to get back, I guess an Ice Fang. It doesn't make a huge difference at this point. But now, I guess it does make a slight difference because now when I flash in the Ice Fang during my upkeep. So, go Ice Fang Coatl. Oh, wait. I need to hit... wait, blue, white... No, I got this. Okay. Verdurous Gearhulk and a Force. So, both of those pretty nice. I don't have 5 mana right now, unfortunately. I can make this into a 5/5 and kill Ugin, sort of showing the value of the Gearhulk. Love that, actually. Unfortunate that I can't do it. I could... it's unfortunate because, yeah, I want to get another land with Oracle, but... Or, Path my Ice Fang Coatl or something. You can't even attack, though, right now, so it's all a little bit silly. We'll go blue-white. Let's see. Got blue, white, white, blue, blue. So get another blue source, I guess. Blue, white, white. We are going to Deputy of Detention the Ugin. Leave up Path. All right, and now we have Force also. Can pitch the Ice Fang. The opponent sort of knows about it. We know they've got an Oblivion Stone. It's a little bit of a non-bow right now with Blast Zone, since if they put it on 3, timing is awkward for when they crack the Blast Zone versus the Oblivion Stone. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and counter that. I don't want Ugin to come back. And I'm going to pitch the Coiling Oracle, even though, as I said, the opponent just knows about one Ice Fang Coatl, so it's on the board. There's the Blast Zone. I mean, there's the Oblivion Stone. That's sort of okay. I guess he's going to just crack it right now, get an activation. And then we need to find... then we need to find another Eternal Witness to get back the Deputy. All right. Ephemerate. So let's see. He can exile my 5-drop just fine. I could go instant speed, and then the following turn, actually, he can't ultimate yet, right? So I think the play is Ice Fang Coatl on their end step, ephemerate it, and then just dump a bunch of counters onto it. Try to start hitting Ugin. It's not much of a plan, but it's what we've got to work with. I have to say, I'm kind of impressed with how potent Verdurous Gearhulk is. It just adds flexibility to the deck. Here I have a flyer. If this was like another Watcher for Tomorrow, which is what I replaced for the Gearhulk. Let's see. I'm gonna let this resolve. I don't know that I have many options. If he goes for the Lattice, I can flash in the Coatl and look for a counterspell. Yeah, all right, there's the Lattice. So let's see what we can do here. Disdainful Stroke, Force of Negation. Can also ephemerate this to draw another card. Oh, that's not it. Hey. Hey, deck. Look at you doing things. But now we've got to kill more stuff. Oh, and Ugin hasn't been activated yet, so he's going to kill my Ice Fang Coatl. So here I've got 6 mana. I could get 7, but I don't need it. I can just... Okay, so this thing's going to die. It's unfortunate. And it was good that I drew the Disdainful Stroke. Oh, this stinks. Arg. So Hierarch. No, I just Hierarch and dump some counters. Ugin can kind of deal with this guy. Ugh, no double green. This is terrible. All right, I think I'm just going to scoop. Good games, opponent. Let me open up the chat. Whoops. Always like to thank the opponent. It's polite. And then I'll concede. So, thoughts. I think that both the Blade Splicer and the Verdurous Gearhulk seemed pretty solid. I was happy to see both of them. Tron is just a difficult matchup. We didn't draw too much hate. It really helps when you have, from early on, something like a Disdainful Stroke or a Force of Negation and an Eternal Witness. Because then when you draw Ephemerates, you're blinking an Eternal Witness to get back a counterspell, which just stops basically everything the opponent tries to do. Disdainful Stroke doesn't hit Oblivion Stone, but Collector Oof does, Force does. So yeah, kind of exciting that the Gearhulk gave me options. It just happened that the opponent drew really well, I think. Or drew well enough, he got what he needed when he needed. Because the first game, he was on the Worm Coil, but then he drew into an Oblivion Stone also, I think. So, we can only do so much. It is one of our tougher matchups and deserves some thought about, how we can shore it up. At a certain point, I had 3 Disdainful Strokes rather than 2 in the sideboard. So I might want to go back to that setup. Collector Oof has been great whenever I've played it, so I might also want to go up to 3 of those instead of 2. Now, you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments. Could I have done anything better in this match? What do you think about the Tron matchup with Soulherder? And do you have any tech for the matchup to help Soulherder? let me know. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Please check out my Patreon page if you'd like to support the channel. And yeah, keep tuning in. I'm going to keep playing Soulherder for the foreseeable future. I'm enjoying it a lot. And I'll try to keep uploading videos for you guys. So I will see you there. Bye.